as Warren Baker joins us courtside after his field trip pregame.
Should be a good one today.
Only matchup of the weekend in Big 12 women's hoops between two top 25 teams. Nevaeh Tot pushes the tempo for Oklahoma early on, and we're underway. Verhulst flips it to the Oklahoma State transfer, Lexi Keys. Out front, Tot grabs it, avoids the collision. Keys jacks a three, and she nails it. Lexi Keys puts the Sooners up 3-0.
Boy, great ball movement by Oklahoma, first possession down.
The starting lineup for West Virginia, as we said, Harrison, Quinerly, Fields, Watson, Blackston. Same lineup they've used all 25 games. Wide open look at the basket, Kyle Watson. Oh, and she can't get it to drop.
Boy, good execution by West Virginia, just not to finish.
And Oklahoma's lineup as Verhulst stripped on her way in, joined by Tot, Keys, Van, and Williams.
Crowd disagreeing with the call by the official.
As does Mark Kellogg. Try again. Van gets her first touch, puts a shot up. Sahara Williams can't connect on the putback. Tipped out. Quinerly comes back the other way, but lost it. Nice find from Keys to a cutting Sahara Williams. Watson in the corner. Single digits to shoot. Quinerly around Keys. Less than 5. Pops one in the lane. Too strong. Now West Virginia's Keys.
Well, good transition defense. That's exactly what will happen. They'll come down and shoot that ball out of transition. West Virginia needs to do that.
Quinerly getting touches early. Can't get one to fall. Nevaeh Tot, explosive speed.
West Virginia a much better job that time in getting back.
Tot slices through, can't finish. And the putback good for Sahara Williams, and down 8-0. West Virginia calls an early timeout.
Yeah, in a number of games I've seen this year, teams have been rolling around and moving on the floor, and they have not called the walk.
Quinerly enters the chat for West Virginia. Quinerly second on the team with her 38th three you saw a moment ago. Verhulst with the answer for Oklahoma. Again, the shot clock in single digits. Arik Babu sets the screen. Harrison shoves it. Watson for three, and she nails West Virginia's second three of the game.
Boy, big shot for West Virginia. Good look by Jordan Harrison.
Over halfway through the first quarter, West Virginia doesn't have a field goal. It's not a three. And unfortunately for them, they can't keep up with Oklahoma. Verhulst knocks down another one.
That's what they will do in transition.
Fields tries to slide it to Arik Babu. And now Hemingway finds her. Now Arik Babu connects from the right block.
Excellent pass. Excellent pass by Fields.
First two of the game for West Virginia. There's the steal. Jordan Harrison back the other way. Can't finish. Ripped down. Fields. They still fight for it, and contact. It's going to be a foul on Lauren Fields. Well, the intensity is ratcheted up in this one.
It has.
Good crowd. They're a vocal crowd on this Play for K game. A lot of folks dressed in pink. A double dribble or travel. Big spot for West Virginia, down 6. Is this a must possession here for the Mountaineers?
I don't think it is, but they need a good one.
Jordan Harrison's going to try for that, and it's offline. Hemingway saves it. Wasn't sure she had the space to do it. These Sooners active on defense.
They are active hands.
Harrison bombs home another one for West Virginia. Their third three of the game. Coming off a 19-point performance against TCU on Tuesday. Speaking of big games midweek, there's Kirsten Johnson. Cannot connect to convert the three-point play. Lead stays at 5 for Oklahoma. Inside of 2 to play in the first quarter. West Virginia 2 games in back of the Sooners for first place in the Big 12. Underneath, it's Hemingway, and she's fouled by Johnson. Extremely unselfish for a fifth-year player and a transfer from Mississippi State. He knocks down the free throw.
Well, she has come off the bench to give West Virginia a spark here.
Sometimes you need that person that's willing to do that. That's been Skylar Vann the last 2 years for Oklahoma. The only person ever to win back-to-back 6th Person of the Year awards. Arik Babu the steal. Odd man rush. Harrison slows it up to Arik Babu. Off the window, and West Virginia back within one. We were talking about Oklahoma's depth. That was one of your keys to the game. It's West Virginia's depth that's provided the spark. Tot offline. Vann, the putback falls. And the lead's at 3 for Oklahoma in the final minute of the first. Off the dribble, Hemingway. A slip, but she is bailed out by the foul. Yeah, you made an excellent point. Not a bad time to unplug JJ Quinerly for a minute.
Sometimes, just sitting on the bench, catching your breath, relaxing a little bit. You see, I haven't seen JJ turn a ball over as much as she had early in the first quarter.
Pair from Hemingway, West Virginia to within 1. 8 of West Virginia's 17 points off the bench in this one. Quinerly back on 4th best points per game in the league at 19.1 per game this year. Vann from the free throw line early in the shot clock offline, pulled in by Watson. And West Virginia with just 2 difference between the game clock, 2 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. They can pretty much take this time all the way down. West Virginia struggled with turnovers. How huge of a mental edge would this be if they can, after the way they played in the first quarter, get a lead going into the second?
Settle down and able to come back like that would be huge.
She goes at 9. Fields drives at 5. Tries to draw contact as she gets to the line. Officials don't respond as Fields ties this game at 18. Oklahoma scored the first 8 points, and the Mountaineers cannot convert on the lead. For Holst, good if it goes. Wide right. The Mountaineers end the first quarter on a 7-2 run. We're tied up after West Virginia with 3 threes in that quarter. Their bench has scored 8 of their 18 points, and they're firmly back into this one. Skylar Vann looking for options. Mountaineers also with 6 turnovers, almost to 7th. 15 to shoot. West Virginia doing the disrupting on defense that Oklahoma was doing in that first quarter. 3 to shoot. Tot finds Keys, and she has to throw it up, and it's a shot clock violation.
The Mountaineer women certainly can't complain. Nice crowd this afternoon for this big ball game.
Check that. It was stripped, not a foul. My apologies. Arik Babu in the lane fires it up, and the West Virginia Mountaineers lead for the first time this afternoon. Jumper from the mid-range. Strong from Tot.
Kyle Watson does so many things for West Virginia. As I've always said, that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. Getting her hands on loose balls, tipping and deflecting balls.
Quinerly hit, no call. Tot leads the charge for Oklahoma. Finishes at the cup, but we're tied. Diggs with a paint touch. Can't quite find the angle. Baseball pass. Keys receives it. Watson knocks her offline. Harrison against Tot. Throws it up. Good defense.
This is what you call a track meet.
Vann lost it. Watson steals it. On the other end, Diggs with the finish to give West Virginia the lead once again. Mountaineers just 2 of 9 from the field this quarter. Another turnover. West Virginia gets it back with the lead. The track meet is the way, and right now we're into our relay competition. This is not the sprint. Everything is back and forth on one end, outlet passes.
Jenny Brianchek told us West Virginia is going to turn you over. That's what they do. We have to make sure that we limit the number of times that they do it. West Virginia is turning Oklahoma over right now.
Mountaineers best in the league, 3rd best in the country in the category. Turning teams over 24 times a game. They've turned over all their opponents but 2 at least 20 times a game. Diggs with quality minutes for West Virginia. And if you were going to make a bingo card for the things that you and I were going to say or that you were going to see in this game, turning defense to offense would probably be the free space.
Yep.
And that's what West Virginia's done.
And another turnover.
It's WVU taking on Stetson. They're tied at 5 in the top of the 8th inning. Here's a tie for West Virginia women's basketball. You know, Stetson's women's basketball coach is Lynn Bria, who was an assistant here under Mike Carey about 15 years back. Now we bring it full circle.
Yep. Well, Jordan Harrison with a good look, just couldn't finish.
All tipped around. Quinerly leads the way, finishes at the rim. Verhulst will take it herself. Now hands it off inside and a foul. Raina Scott.
She's like a point guard on the court. She's tall enough to go inside and post you. She can knock down the three.
Scott knocks home the free throw, the back half. Both these teams have settled into this big crowd in the atmosphere. Hemingway misses offline. Raina Scott wide open. Acres around her, and she bangs on the three. A lot of traffic between Quinerly and Watson, and they take it away. Good find from Aubrey Jones. She gets it back. 3-point ace off the bench. Stripped by Kyle Watson. Great pass from Harrison. And Quinerly with the finish. How did Harrison thread that needle?
You know, Harrison does what a good point guard does. Has her head up.
And on the other end, Raina Scott with an answer. Trying to end Oklahoma's 9-game winning streak. Diggs, great spin. Tough shot.
Yeah, she kind of fell away. Needed to try to go toward the basket on that shot.
Did Verhulst shove off? The Mountaineers think so. And Verhulst knocks down a three. A lot of folks throwing arm bars and chicken wings out here. Fields off a ball screen.
Surprised Fields didn't pull the trigger on that.
She does now and knocks it down to give West Virginia the lead.
I was too close. I needed to back up a couple of
Back
feet.
in the lead of 31-29. Catch and shoot for Verhulst, and she hits from way downtown. Shot clock dark. West Virginia can take the last shot. The game was tied after one. Oklahoma leading here late in the second. Fields catch and shoot. Lauren Fields offline. Baseball pass ahead, and that's going to end the half. No chance for a shot for Oklahoma. And how about this first half between two of the leading teams? They've got Wednesday against Kansas State and then Saturday against Baylor.
Yeah, so they have a chance to up that resume against some good teams here. But yeah, Oklahoma's already done some damage against really, really good teams.
What a finish by Kyle Watson and the foul.
A good set coming out of the second half start here. Got Watson isolated at the foul line, and she just drove it hard to the hoop.
Again, just the fourth time the Mountaineers trailed at the half, and 10 seconds in, they grabbed the lead once again. Traditional three-point play for Kyle Watson. Lexi Keys turns the corner. A handoff to Van. Ripped off the iron by Watson, but Williams grabs it from her. And now Van grabs it from Watson this time.
Yeah.
Watson was there twice and couldn't hang on to the rebound.
West Virginia not strong with the rebound.
Oklahoma ties it up. Space for Harrison. Stops Watson all by her lonesome. Buries the three. Second of the ball game for Kyle Watson.
Kyle Watson stayed out after shoot around today, shooting some threes.
Finished. DeVea's hot. Against Keys, here comes Quinerly. Better angle that time, and she gets the finish to fall.
Boy, the degree of difficulty on that shot. My.
Off of the wrong leg, off the window. Todd coughs it up. Culleton right there. Finishes to Van.
We've seen a lot of bodies on the floor going after loose balls.
And we still have a quarter and a half left to play. Harrison through contact with a foul.
is making loose balls. It's tough to call them.
A couple big makes for Harrison, and the Mountaineers back up 3. One of your keys early on was Oklahoma needs to utilize their depth, but it's been West Virginia's depth that has stepped up today.
It certainly has.
Keys will try to tie it, and she nails the 3 to tie this game at 41 all. And what's been a heater here from the WVU Coliseum, Quinerly. How about that finish?
Boy.
Shot clock did not reset. Kirsten Johnson, who had a strong game against Baylor Wednesday, fouled.
Working high-low together.
There's a lot of players that she'd like to give more minutes, but just doesn't have the time to spread around. You hear a lot of coaches say that. Sooners 2 of 5 from the line this evening. Leads at 1 for West Virginia. Quinerly, look at that footwork inside.
Good close out on Berholtz.
Arik Babu affects the shot. Skylar Van, two of the Big 12's best. Off a ball screen from Arik Babu. Harrison misses strong. That looked like it was going to fall until it hit the iron. Good movement inside. Keys to Johnson. Johnson back at the line. Arik Babu's going to pick up the foul. JJ Quinerly. You would call that a Euro step, but she kind of danced in the lane. And Skylar Van, two of the best in the conference, as Arik Babu leaves to a big ovation. Tavi Diggs back on for West Virginia.
You know, one thing that the Sooners have done today that's been impressive, we have not seen JJ Quinerly get many looks at threes.
No.
They've done a great job of closing out on her, forcing her to drop. She's going to score. She's got to go in among the trees and get it up.
And when you're one of the elite players, you know you're not going to get a lot of easy looks, and she's not had a lot of easy looks. She's had to work hard for everything she's been able to get today. As Oklahoma ties it on the Kirsten Johnson freebie. Shots like the layup we just saw into the basket. Going high off the glass.
Those are difficult shots.
More angles than your geometry teacher. Nice slip from Harrison into Diggs. Let's traffic clear, and Diggs knocks it home.
Thought maybe Diggs had waited too late to get that up on the board, but she got it to fall.
Mountaineers back in front. Nevaeh Tott shoves it inside. Turnaround jumper. Strong from Van. Hemingway pulls it down. West Virginia back in transition. Another speed for Harrison at the corner. There's that open 3. Quinerly misses strong.
She hadn't had many good looks today.
That was maybe a rare open look. Maybe the best look she had, ironically enough. Less than a minute to play in the third. It's 47-45. Oklahoma looking for the lead, and they get it back. Peyton Verhulst.
They are undefeated in those uniforms.
They're bringing anthracite into bitumen in this country. That's dangerous stuff. Tough as coal. Quinerly knocked off the dribble, and they're not going to get a shot away.
She's throwing it in. She may get it right back and shoot it.
There's the catch and the shot offline, but the putback is late from Kirsten Johnson. Not a bad look. 4 rebounds to go along with those 13 points. It's West Virginia ball to start the fourth quarter. Quinerly leads West Virginia. Peyton Verhulst with 15 leads Oklahoma. Tavi Diggs backs in, and an offensive foul on Diggs. Well, West Virginia's been getting it done in the paint, outscoring Oklahoma 24-18 in the paint. They were looking for more here, but Diggs just got a little too far.
Yeah, she did. That was a little too aggressive, trying to get to the hole.
Pickpocket. Jordan Harrison can't finish. Quinerly cleans it up. Harrison's 3rd steal of the ball game. West Virginia back in front. Van's pass is too tall. West Virginia gets it back. Wears on you over time.
Yes.
Quinerly bottled up. Diggs gets it back to Harrison. Hemingway open for 3. Yes! Jayla Hemingway makes the Coliseum explode.
What a big lift she's had today.
And another turnover. Mountaineers up by 4. JJ Quinerly with 15. Peyton Verhulst with 15 to lead Oklahoma. Diggs can't finish inside. Oklahoma looking to cut it to its 4-point West Virginia lead. A lob inside from Van. Williams can't get through contact. A drive from Verhulst puts it up. Strong. Van rips it down. The shot clock should have reset there. And Jenny Bronchek is furious with the official. So West Virginia gets it after the made 3. Yeah, rebound. Like your key to the game. Mark Kellogg on point. Quinerly with a team best 15 for West Virginia. No easy looks for her. Same for Diggs. And Diggs makes it happen. Maybe looking to stick around for the balance beam. This one's thrown our way, Bake.
Another turnover.
I can swat and knock it down. I was a catcher back in the day. I could block balls. That's about it. Good feed. Quinerly in too deep. Watson there to help. West Virginia by 5.
Boy, the poise of Watson in traffic to get that ball on the deck and get it up.
Oklahoma's won 9 in a row. That's in jeopardy. Who won their last 6 here in Morgantown, also in jeopardy. Williams drives, swatted by Diggs. And Lexi Keys with a foul on Jordan Harrison. Frustration foul back in transition. A great find right here by Quinerly.
It was.
Tabby says, get that anthracite out of this bituminous state.
Well, they're 9-0 in the uniforms. West Virginia trying to break that streak.
Jenny Bronchek has also not lost to West Virginia in her career. It's her 3rd season at Oklahoma. Watson almost popped the roof off the place. It's loose and a lot of contact. Quinerly draws the foul on Peyton Verhulst.
Verhulst didn't like the call, but that was the correct call.
Off a ball screen from Diggs. 5 to shoot. Quinerly pops. Almost. Good rebound, Peyton Verhulst. A double-double from her. 16 points, 11 boards against Baylor. Skylar Van. Huge 3. Oklahoma 11 of 17 from beyond the arc, and they're right back to a 1-possession game.
Potential player of the year. They figure out a way to step up when their teams need it the most.
2 of them here, Quinerly and Van. Dueling banjos down the stretch. Double-double already for Van. 11 points, 13 boards. Halfway home in the 4th, 5 to shoot. Harrison's got to create her dish. There's Watson, catch and shoot. Almost her 3rd 3 of the day. Great rebound. Good pitch from Harrison. Off the rebound, and Tabby Diggs finishes.
What a play by Harrison.
I don't know how she found Diggs. Back in transition, Van jacks the 3. That's in and out. Watson grabs it off the baseline. West Virginia with a lead, looking to slow things down a bit.
What a ball game.
Mountaineers looking for just their 2nd win over top 25 team this season. Harrison through contact to the cup. It's a big crowd, the lower bowl packed and making noise today at the WVU Coliseum. Verhulst forces it off the window and in. Harrison crosses over Keys. Game clock inside 3 to go. The runner for Quinerly strong.
Good look for JJ Quinerly. Just couldn't get it to drop.
Took a lot of time off the clock, too. Keys stripped on her way in, and Harrison picks up the foul. Career-high 22 points for her against West Virginia 2 years ago in January of 2022. Big makes there for Lexi Keys. Back to a 1-possession game with 2.5 to play at the WVU Coliseum. The men will play Baylor at 6 o'clock today. Those who came for a twin bill are getting their money's worth, at least with this first one.
They certainly are.
Single digits to shoot. Tavi Diggs, have yourself a game. 25 bench points. The Mountaineers are getting it done. A tip, Watson. Oh, she comes together with Harrison. They can't get the steal. Van somehow finds Verhulst, and Verhulst finds the bottom of the cup. Shot clock's at 10. Quinerly up and under against Culleton. Draws contact, and she'll go to the line. She's focused, does all the right things. Love to have her, hate to coach against her. Can't connect the back half. Todd's pass is knocked loose by Harrison. Watson comes up with it that time. Huge steal for West Virginia. And another turnover for Oklahoma. 25 turnovers today. Crowd coming to their feet at the Coliseum. A minute to play, West Virginia by a bucket. Quinerly doubles the lead.
Oklahoma with 3 team fouls, West Virginia with 2. So Oklahoma still has one to give before they put the Mountaineers on the line.
Game high 20 points from Peyton Verhulst. Nevaeh Tot gets into the front court. Oklahoma down 4. They got to get to the basket somehow. Colton offline. Diggs with great defense. And Diggs shoved from behind. Contact away from the inbound. Hemingway comes together with Kennedy Tucker. Put Hemingway on the floor. Oh, wrapped around the waist.
That could be bordering on intentional.
Hemingway, as well as the rest of the West Virginia bench, has been strong in this one. Huge free throw for Jayla Hemingway. Two big makes for West Virginia. Their lead is 6 in the final minute against number 23 Oklahoma. Looking to tip the Sooners schooner and get their signature win of the season. And a foul on Jordan Harrison in transition.
And 13 foul on West Virginia.
Into Skylar Van. Handoff, Peyton Verhulst. She's got 6 threes. Nice backdoor cut. Van can't finish. Watson runs it down. 30 seconds on the clock.
Well, if you had game balls, you could give all 3 of them one, because all of them at different times in this contest have really stepped up for West Virginia, if indeed West Virginia hangs on to win the game.
Into Harrison. Almost lost it. Keys gives up the foul. 39-29. Biggest lead of the game for West Virginia on the free throw. In and out. Behind the back dribble from Tot, right to the cup, and a strong finish.
Well, how quick was that to get down the floor?
Nevaeh Tot has world-class speed. Pass tipped out of bounds, somehow saved on the sideline by Kennedy Tucker. The clock down to 15, leads at 5 for West Virginia. They got to get something up in a hurry. Tot from the corner knocks it home, but there's just 7.6 left. Oklahoma looking to keep their 9-game winning streak alive. They've also won 12 of 13 and 6 straight in Morgantown. They get into Diggs. Grabbed with 6 seconds.
You have to give Oklahoma a lot of credit. Here's a team that has 25 turnovers, but are still just a possession away from being able to tie or take the lead in the ball game. Most of the time you have 25 turnovers, you're going to be a long way on the short end.
This one's huge. Doesn't go. Loose ball. Tucker runs it down. And a timeout called by Oklahoma. West Virginia looking for just their second top 25 win of the season. It's going to come down to this possession. Verhulst into Tot for the tie, and a foul called. And it's going to come down to these two. I think it's the lower half of her body there, Bake. The guy a little tangled up.
That's a good call by the officials.
Her right hip had a hip checks Tot. And there might be a miss after Tot misses the first.
Yeah, she's going to have to miss this. West Virginia.
Van and Verhulst are the two closest Sooners to the bucket. The second from Todd is in. And a timeout. Or no. A shot. A foul line violation. Kyle Watson wants the inbound, and West Virginia can't get it. They get into Jordan Harrison, grabbed by Tot with .3 left. They're on their feet at the WVU Coliseum. Well, she has not been happy with the officials. A lot of conversations in these last 30 seconds between Jenny Baranczyk and the officials. They're in a tough spot, as you said, in this tight ball game. They put 7/10 on the clock. Big make for Harrison from the line. She's 4 of 5 from there today.
Well, this one goes in. It's over. For the Sooners, a miss and a heave. That's all they can hope for.
70-66. And now you just can't foul a three-point shooter here, and that's what Oklahoma's trying to create. Verhulst lobs it. Caught by Keys at the buzzer. It's long, and West Virginia wins it. The Mountaineers with their signature win of the season, knocking off the Oklahoma Sooners.